to watch a quartering video, AOC is involved. You can see the depictions in front of you and make your determinations about the quartering's taste. Here is Jeremy right here saying she got destroyed in a video in which he will discuss, for some reason, AOC's fertility and eggs. So here we go.
It looks like AOC is down for a tossed salad and some scrambled eggs as she went to the internet thinking that this moment would be her yes, slay queen moment. And she ended up just getting ruthlessly mocked. AOC, a few years ago, said the entire world would end in 12 years.
Why is the misunderstanding of the climate change argument so intentionally ignorant? Like, you have to really ignore what people are saying. Like, the effects are irreversible to the extent that we can avoid catastrophic climate issues in our future. Like, it's going to get bad. It's just going to get bad. We're going to have climate refugees all over the world. We're going to have terrible natural disasters. We're going to have freshwater crises until we get a grip on capitalism. And it will happen one of two ways. Total fucking collapse of itself or reformation. That's really what you got going on. You have the ability right now. And that's what you see politically happening right now. Like, a lot of people are like, well, it's time to reform. Let's make change. And these idiots are like, nah, it's fine. Every year is the hottest record on year. Every year is the hottest year on record. This was the hottest July of all Julys just recently. We had fires everywhere. We still have them.
And over the weekend, I believe she's 36 years old. She uploaded a video freezing her eggs, a very expensive treatment from what I'm told. I don't know. I don't have any eggs to freeze.
Doesn't also not your wife have any eggs to freeze? For a guy with a wife who's going through fertility troubles, why is he making this video attacking her for doing anything around her own fertility? What does the climate fucking change thing have to do with anything? Just his misinterpretation? If the world's going to end, why are you getting your eggs frozen? Because maybe she wants to try to fix stuff. You know? I think it's a hopefulness. A lot of millennials feel this way. A lot of millennials who want to have kids are not having kids because it's like, well, I don't know about the world we're going to leave them. I don't know if I want that kind of baggage when I'm trying to run for my life. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people that can't afford it are waiting. And they're just kind of like seeing it through and seeing what happens.
But she got ruthlessly mocked. I mean, freezing your eggs at 36 is like starting a 401k when you're 75.
No, it isn't. 36. This is a pedophile's ideas of what's happening. 36 is like super normal. More women than ever are having children in their 40s and doing so happily. Like, what? This is not a reasonable person's take. Isn't your wife literally that old? I guess you guys have just packed it in. You're like, this is it. My wife is a dry husk, infertile husk, and my balls are hollow. There's no use in living. Just empty.
Instead of freezing your eggs at 36, maybe have a kid.
Jeremy, this is why you look like this. This is why you look so haggard. Stop it. The kind of takes that you are forcing out of your fucking face, as you are kicked out of public events for being a fucking creep, by the way, as you have been dragged through quite famously yourself, quite publicly for your predilections, we'll call them. I mean, I just don't think this is a stone you even get to try to fucking throw, man. And let's be honest, it wouldn't look very natural if he did try to throw something. You ever seen, maybe you are one of these people, you ever seen someone try to throw something and you can tell that they've never done such an act? Like the difference between someone that has played baseball and someone who is not throwing a ball, that is what I expect from the quartering.
How long has she been married to that white boy? She's been married for what, 4 or 5 years? Does she hate him? Does she think he's not worthy of having a child with?
Dude, are you projecting on your wife right now? What the fuck? Why don't you have kids? You literally don't have kids. Why is Jeremy talking about this?
She's 36. She's at the time now where she's already getting close to.
Dog, you're in your 40s. I guess your wife is washed and she doesn't love you. I guess that's probably fucking true, isn't it? She went and got pizza with everybody else. Fuck.
A geriatric pregnancy. Now, certainly in 2026, things are different. Rich women are having babies in their 50s. Didn't Mariah Carey or one of those Jennifer?
It's not a geriatric pregnancy at all. That's not even close to what that means.
Lopez or Mariah Carey or something have a kid in her 50s. It's not impossible, but she did this for PR. If she wanted a kid, I mean, you're 36 going on 37, have a kid. What are you freezing your eggs for? It's such a weird thing. AOC begins a process of freezing her eggs and hints at a 2028 presidential run. Double win. We need to see her on the campaign trail.
Dude, she would win. She's the most popular American politician. She polls the highest of anyone across party lines.
I don't know if she thought this was going to be like based.
Oh,
it's just, I guess, it's a different version of you can have it all. You don't have to have kids to be happy. I'm just going to keep being her job.
You don't have kids. You also don't need to have kids to be happy. I don't understand why that even matters. Like, what? Just don't have them or do.
Job is easier than any job that most women do. They get they hardly ever work. She has a great salary, the best possible health care insurance. By the way, she complained that the government wouldn't pay for freezing her eggs, which is a voluntary medical procedure. She complained that the U.S. taxpayers wouldn't pay for freezing her eggs.
I think all medical care, including this kind of thing, could be definitely taken care of.
Just so you know where her head's at.
Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know. He's obsessed with this for some reason.
She revealed in a weekend post that she's been saving up money for contemplating the procedure for some time, hailing herself as a badass for taking on with tens of thousands of women who have already gone through it. It's really not that big a deal. It's a couple of shots.
It's not that big a deal to freeze your eggs. You already said you don't have any eggs to freeze. Why isn't that a big deal? If it's not a big deal, then neither is pregnancy. This is required for that later.
That you do at home by yourself. They come in injectable pens like Ozempic or something like that. You go in, they put you under, that part's always scary. Then they go in and they extract the eggs, and then you're done. It's like an inpatient thing. You're in and out in 2 hours. She said she felt empowered to start.
Because your wife had her eggs frozen and then failed to conceive? Getting kind of old there, Jeremy. Getting kind of old, buddy. Geriatric fatherhood incoming. Not really, though.
At the process while Congress is on its August recess. You know what you should be doing while Congress is on recess? Have a baby.
While they're on recess, just have a baby in the month. Yeah, fucking just have one.
Or start having a baby in what? December, January, February? So when you give birth, you're on August recess. Don't be weird about this, she said, but I'm going to post it to the internet.
How am I supposed to not be weird? I'm fucking Jeremy Hambley, man. I get kicked out of Magic the Gathering events. I get kicked out of fucking Ren Fair. You think I can't be weird about this? You better believe I'm going to be weird about this. It's fucking quartering time, buddy. I haven't seen a Stephen Molyneux video in 5 years, so someone's got to talk about the eggs. Might as well pull up and be me. Jeremy Hambley taking on the oppression of those who wish very heartily to speak of other people's eggs. I'm sorry, eggs. You're right. He's from Wisconsin. Sorry, he's from Wisconsin.
This is a choice I'm making to feel more in control of my life. The prominent Big Apple leader of the Democratic Communists of America. And if people...
Well, they're socialists. It's different. You know what I hate? Community. Fucking pisses me off.
Want to make assumptions about my decision, let them make assumptions. I feel empowered to make this choice. No, she did this for internet clout.
I don't think AOC is doing this for internet clout. I think at my most cynical take, I'm trying to get quartering levels of cynical without being a little freak. I mean, I think that would be a political thing. Like I too plan to be a mother, but Like so many people of my age, I have chosen not to bring children into this world until I know that people have Medicare for all, housing for all, and education for all. Boo, boo, boo. And then the crowd cheers, and then she gets a fucking 70-point victory. Easy.
She did this so that she would trend. Because honestly, let's be real. Has there really been any news about AOC for a very, very long time? I don't think so.
News about AOC? During an election cycle in which she's not running? I mean, I suppose yes. Yes, for the Abdul El Sayed stuff, she has come up because of her connections to communism. Blue Texas, if AOC? Oh, man. AOC 2028 is going to fucking go so hard, dude. They're going to be freaking the fuck out.
I don't think I've seen just about anything about AOC in a really, really long time. So instead of like making the news for passing some law that helps her constituents, she instead chooses to make the news.
Every law that helps her constituents, you fucking hate because she did it. It's a genetic fallacy all the way through.
By freezing her eggs at 36 going on 37. Now, I'll be fair as a 43-year-old man.
Without kids?
Who still wants to have kids.
Without them. With a wife that's the same age. Which is why you have this, like, gooner fucking pedophile fantasy about knocking up, like, fucking one of your co-hosts, like fucking Melanie Mack or some shit. Just totally being a creep the whole time. Random people at Ren Fair.
36, 37. I wish I didn't know about all this stuff, but I do. You know, things do tend to start falling off a cliff for women in terms of egg production. So she's probably like, well, if I want to have a baby at 40, I should freeze some now so that I don't have trouble getting them at 40. Like, there is an actually
He's so shitty to his wife, man.
Totally reasonable reason to discuss this. But the real reason she's doing it is so that she could slip in talking about her 2028 presidential run. The Bronx and Queens rep alluded to the speculation that she has faced about a potential 2028 political run and complained that the media fails to realize that polls have other factors to consider beyond just a craven lust for more power. She did this as a political stunt. She did this to plant the seed that she wants to run for president in 2020.
You think this social media post is the one where she's like, it's like the smoking gun to her presidential run? I think she's just going to run because we all want her to, and she can tell. I don't think she has to, like, she's just going to wait until this election cycle is all over, help people win, get the midterms done, and then we'll start.
Right, which, again, I think would be incredible.
Again.
At least for content. Now,
incredible for content because Jeremy gets to try to be sexist to AOC just over and over and over and over. I think it would be good content.
Don't be so quick to rule out the fact that she would win. I think it's an extreme long shot.
I don't. I think she's incredibly popular, and she would do very well in debates.
But she's also taking this moment. Again, she did this to go viral. I don't even know if she's actually going to freeze her eggs. She also came out and said woke has gone crazy. She's trying to appear more likable, more down the middle of the road, which is all calculated, guys. It's all calculated.
Little stuffy. It's the second time I've heard this man suck snot into his nose.
AOC pushes voters to assess what Francesca Hong is saying now, which is the Wisconsin moron that's running.
Dude, she's going to fucking win, too.
Also refused to endorse her.
That's tomorrow, right? Isn't that tomorrow? She's going to fucking win, bro.
Past woke one was crazy.
Ultimately are local, and all politics are local. My understanding is that that Francesca Hong has made clear her present stances.
Yeah, that we should cancel Thanksgiving in Wisconsin because white people.
I think you need to stop being so fucking precious. She didn't say that. She had a more nuanced take about whiteness and its interaction with Thanksgiving and colonization and stuff. But it's fine, man. It's whatever. There's no reason to listen. Why be an adult? Why interact with reality around you? It's much more interesting to just fucking whine all the time and try to make money off of it.
That she feels guilt because she married a white man. I'm not making that up. That's what she said.
No, she discussed her proximity to whiteness because she now has a white child and can see the societal effects and the differences in like, you know, that she's seen in her life versus that. You know what I mean?
Representative Ocasio-Cortez defended Wisconsin gubernatorial representative Francesca Hahn's previous statements calling to defund the police, saying Woke One was crazy, as she refused to endorse her for the race. Hong, a socialist communist, has opened a massive double-digit polling lead in the Wisconsin gubernatorial primary over her foe, Milwaukee County Executive David Crowley. She's going to win the primary.
Yeah.
I don't think she beats Tom Tiffany. Because I can already see the ads. Her saying cancel Thanksgiving. Her saying I hate my husband because he's white. But AOC, this is all
more boogers
calculated. She's probably not even freezing her eggs.
She's probably not even freezing her eggs. I'm going to go looking for those eggs and sniffing around, seeing if I can't find these eggs, these so-called eggs. Who knows what she's even doing? Who knows what those shots even are? Are they actually super soldier serum? Is she actually going to turn into a super soldier and attack the White House? Is that why Donald Trump is building the bunker? Does he know?
My understanding that Francesca Hong made her presence. I have a local community councilman that has the saying Woke One was crazy, referring to Councilman Chi Asi. I think that's what's important. We have to assess what candidates are saying now. Well, no.
No, I don't wanna. I want to talk about what people were saying. Are you sure, Jeremy? Do we want to run the clip of Jeremy telling pedophiles how to hide their pedophilia on their hard drives? Are we sure we want to bring up old quotes, Jeremy?
The point of this video is just to remind people that, you know, as techs, we read your emails, so to speak. I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying it happens. So if you have things that you don't want computer text to see, you know, you should delete them or rename them that you don't want text to look at. You know, maybe change the folder name when you take it in if you can, or, you know, I'm not condoning it. I don't think it's necessarily right. I believe it's an invasion of privacy, but and that's really why, you know, I don't really do it anymore. But I certainly did back in the day. And
because what these candidates do is they say this stuff, and when people make fun of them, and some actual person who understands how elections work tell them that they are unelectable because of these things, inelectable because of these things, they come back and say, well, I didn't really mean that. But every single time they meant it. Because once they get in power, what do? They go right back to that crap. I think that when we talk about crime today, it's fundamentally different than the way we talked about crime in the beginning of crime. I think that during lockdown, of course, rhetoric in that time is not rhetoric we use today.
He didn't read that correctly? What? It's fundamentally different than the way we talked about crime in bringing crime down, right?
Well, okay. Here's the thing. Hong has not come out and said that she supports police funding. She just said, you know, it was a crazy time. It was a tweet. You know, that's no big deal. Don't look at that. No. This is what...
Yeah. I think the messaging is better and more sharp now. And I think AOC is recognizing that. And it's like, I can still defund the police without saying I'm going to do that so directly. Boy, he looks tired. And yeah, I mean, I think she's being savvy as fuck here. I think she knows how this game is played. Francesca looks like she doesn't even really need AOC's endorsement for this. They can get their ducks in a row. They can all have their messaging on brand. They can they can organize against the right wing and win. What you're trying to do right now is give facts. Is like not give facts. Is you're trying to shine a light on what you think hypocrisy is when you guys, the right wing, are the most hypocritical people ever. Like you making this video about someone freezing their eggs when your wife is who has done that, and you are shitting on your wife while shitting on AOC. Like, you cannot criticize AOC in a way that doesn't criticize your stupid fucking wife. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't seem like you have an understanding of how this reflects on yourself.
She believed. It's a Gundam tweeted. I just keep in mind this is $25,000 per treatment. She could easily burn $100K freezing those eggs. Now,
Okay, is that bad? I don't understand why she doesn't get to spend money. What's bad about that?
I have no idea what it costs. And I don't have a problem with women freezing their eggs in their mid to late 30s if they're planning on having kids. They think,
It says $8,000 right fucking here. $8,000 egg for freezing procedure. I saved up. She spent years saving up for $8,000 egg. Yeah, man.
I'm in a position where I know I want to have kids, but I don't want to have trouble retrieving eggs, this, that, and the other thing. But she's just doing it for press.
Play her words. Click it.
AOC said,
"Bro, is this guy doing cocaine or something? Like his nostrils are just disgusting right now."
Men who criticize her can't be trusted because they don't understand the first thing about a woman's body. Well, I just explained exactly how it works.
No, you didn't actually. Exactly how it works? You actually didn't do that. You hand waved it and said, "I don't know what they put in there. It's outpatient. They just go in there." Like, that's not exactly at all. You're brain dead as fuck, dude.
I happen to be one of those men who are criticizing her. I know exactly how it works.
I'm criticizing her. I got a little phlegm in my mouth, excuse me. I'm criticizing her, sir.
Works. How a woman has so many follicles per month and how egg production lowers significantly with age. It's
follicles? Hair follicles?
Particularly around your mid-30s. I know how the eggs grow. I know what the egg freezing process looks like. I know exactly how IVF works. And I'm no expert. Men know how this stuff works.
You just said you know how it works. You didn't explain any of it. Yeah, I just know how it works. Just tell me then. Crickets.
There's so much negative messaging that's directed towards women around our family choices, period. Wrong. If you have kids, when you have kids, whatever.
Wrong? What's wrong? There's so much negative messaging that's directed towards women around our family choices, period. There really is. What are you talking about? Literally, she's like, "I'm going to have kids someday." And you're like, "That's bad. Bad to do it this way." Only good way to do it? Sex right now. Sex right now is the only good way to do it, actually. Sex right now. The old-fashioned way, the only way to have kids, of course. Yeah, why do you say follicles? Do eggs have follicles?
My dick is actually so moist it's dripping.
God damn it, Rick. God fucking damn it. How dare you?
There's so much negativity, and it's designed to put us in a place of fear or insecurity that we're making choices out of that place. Or you could just have a child like everyone else in the history of humanity. You see May saying the fact that Democrats...
Are you really not going to listen to her fucking words? What a weird thing. Weird way to make a video. Why? I don't want to hear you poorly read tweets.
Are seriously considering running her for president is just mind-boggling. She's so ridiculous.
This should be free for all women in America. Let's get past it.
Again. Pure mockery. Lauren Chen, AOC is 36. She's been engaged to her long-term boyfriend since 2022.
Oh, is Lauren Chen, is Russian asset Lauren Chen who you decided to get your opinion from today? Is this why? Because that's exactly what you said. You must have read this in your curating and just stolen the take. He doesn't even have an original thought in his fucking brain. To call it a brain is borderline insulting to brains.
Why on earth is she freezing her eggs instead of just getting married and trying for kids? This is madness.
This isn't madness. Lauren Chen is a proven Russian asset. She is a right-wing piece of shit who desperately wants to be relevant again, but is not.
Well, it all goes back to feminism, third-wave feminism.
Third-wave feminism?
Cosma career. She still has a country to attempt to destroy first. Feminism sucks.
Cosma career. Dude, she's going to fucking win, and these guys are going to freak out and pull their hair out. No health care for these guys. These guys are last to be onboarded onto the free healthcare train. How about that? Anyone who still wants to pay for their private healthcare, you keep doing that, you're not allowed to have the government healthcare. Fucking prices keep going up because they don't have enough people on the insurance premiums, and these guys are paying fucking... I had a guy... This is not a joke. I had a guy on Twitter the other day say, in reply to my criticism of the current medical system in America, said, dude, my life is awesome. I have a $15,000 deductible that I've only hit once or twice. I paid that thing off. My life is great. Sweet, man. You need to fucking... I think guys need to want more in life. I think you guys need to want more in life than a $15,000 deductible. Personally.
If she was smart, she'd try to be pregnant on the campaign trail and use it as a shield against any and all criticism like Candace Owens does. And again, Samuel points out correctly, the agenda of telling women they could wait until their 40s knowing it's a lie, feminism is a cancer to society.
It's not a lie. Women can wait until their 40s or later. I don't care. Like, wait until you feel like you want to be a parent and then do that. Please.
IVF has a very low success rate, something they never seem to tell women. From what I...
By the way, healthcare per year for your whole family will be cheaper than $15,000, okay? Fertility only goes down by like 1% a year after 35. No. Yeah, I have cousins who were born to 40-year-old parents. I have friends. Lots of people have. And that's not just my anecdotal stuff. Literally, the statistics are right now, more women over 40 are having kids more than ever, and their happiness with it is just fine. Yeah, my mom was in her 30s. My mom was 31, I think. So, still earlier than this, but still not in her fucking early 20s, man.
I know. It's like, even if you
She had my brother later, in her mid-30s.
Get a healthy embryo, even if you get a healthy embryo, the chances of actually conceiving are like 20%. It goes down as you get older. Meaning that people who are doing IVF in their 40s are basically flushing 4 to 5 viable fetuses down the toilet, embryos.
Viable fetuses. Man, this guy has loving father particles, doesn't he? Glad he's never going to do that.
Down the toilet to get one. She knows that's the odds if she's done any research into it. And I don't have, like I said,
it's funny because I made her look different than she does.
I don't have a problem with her doing it. I don't. As now I'm in my 40s and many of my...
This whole thing has been you having a problem with her. Why are you... This is what the quartering does, is always some kind of snake thing where he'll sexually harass her for 12 fucking minutes and go, but I don't actually care. Fuck off. You care a lot. You just said that you wanted to make content on her. You care. What a fucking cynical loser, man.
My late 30s, early 40s friends are actually just starting their families now. And I see the struggle they're going through. I understand it. I have a problem with her politicizing it and doing
You have friends that are going and having families, not you, though. Because hypocritically, you're not willing to take the steps necessary to do what needs to be done to have the family that you are pushing on your wife and other women that make sure they're the ones that have to do it. But then when she does, because she's AOC, strictly because she's AOC, it's bad when she does it. Am I getting it right? Sounds like we nailed it down.
for clout. That's my only real concern. Matt Walsh roasting her. She'll turn 37 in a couple of months. If she got pregnant now, it would technically be a geriatric pregnancy. Instead, she's freezing her eggs. This desire to start having children late in life is completely baffling to me. I'll have kids in their 20s by the time I turn 50. AOC apparently wants to have a toddler at that age. Totally backwards and ridiculous.
I just don't understand the obsession with when people have families or when they don't. No idea why it matters. Have the family you want. Because most people don't get to have the family they want. So as much of the family that you can control to have, you should. Absolutely. It would be a lot better if we could. Let's be real.
But again, plenty of women do have, Beth writes, plenty of women have their babies in the late 30s and 40s. Older parents are often more established, have more time to devote to their kids, frankly, have better self-control. Not everything needs, not everyone has to have kids on your timeline. I agree with that.
Okay, then why the fuck are we here?
I'm actually, protective of that because I have friends.
You're not protective of that. You're not. You don't have a fucking backbone on this subject at all. The video that you should be making, if you actually do have that position, is to be like, guys, AOC is cool for this. This is a good thing. She's taking, responsibility for. She's not going. Even if you want to be right wing, she's like, oh, she's not saying get an abortion. She's saying get IVF and freeze your eggs. Like, I don't know. But this is for some reason still offensive to you. So stupid, dude. These guys are snowflakes.
Friends who are going through this stuff. But I'm just saying that the truth of it is that she's just doing it for press. Everyone sees through this. This is just to get her name trending so she can.
Then why are you participating in it? I don't understand. Yet again, I'm befuddled by Jeremy's thought process. To call it that, I know, is probably a little strong. But I'd like to know. If I put AOC in the title, someone will click on it? Probably.
Promote that she's going to run for president. She wants to get the female vote because she knows she's not going to get the male vote. Like that
Vote.
That's not happening. The male.
She's not going to get the male vote. You think the males won't vote for AOC? Vote for every other woman, but not AOC? Why?
Male vote is gone. She's got no chance at all.
Disagree.
So she's going to, do this for press and, not a fertility journey. I'm guessing that she's a fertile myrtle. She's postponing pregnancy over a power trip. My guess is these eggs never even get used if she really ever had them, even if she even really had them harvested.
What are you guys here for? This guy's got church in his name, by the way. Fertile myrtle. I think all of you should be fucking gelded and be just fucking eunuchs among us. I don't think any of you should be able to have sex drives if this is how you talk about women and their fertility. How about we do that? How about based on take a political survey and depending on what you do on your political survey, you get different services, and one of them is if you're a fucking freak, you get gelded. What if we're fine with that? Straight into the sun. No, I'm fine if he lives. I just don't want him to be victim to his big boy feelings,
That's what I think. I think she's not even going to do that. You know what I mean?
The fuck does it matter? I don't care.
I don't think she's intending to have kids, and if she has kids, she's going to do it for political reasons.
She's going to do it after she has time? I feel like she is like, well, I'd like to try to be a good mom, right? Like, that's pretty much all of our opinions is, well, if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do a good job. So if I don't feel like I'm going to do a good job, I'm going to not do the thing, right?
There is no doubt in my mind that this is simply yet another political stunt, and that's why, I don't want to mock women who are going through this process.
You are, though, and have. John Cena has this actually a more extreme take, by the way. John Cena doesn't want kids, and I feel like he would suck John Cena's nuts if he was doing anything. He'd be like, oh my God, John Cena, you're famous. You're a dude. You're big and buff. John Cena doesn't want kids at all because he's like, I travel all over the world, and I just know I'm not going to be present in a kid's life doing the work that I want to do, and I know that I don't want to balance that, and I know that I would be a bad dad, essentially. Like, if I wanted to put time in, I would, and I'd be good at it. But I feel like I would be too absent. And I think that's really based. Yeah, exactly. I think that's really cool. He got divorced because of it. Yeah, I mean, it's a big deal. And that's huge for him. I mean, I think you should live the life you want to live. That's great.
In life. It's a fact that it's a clear political stunt, a clear attempt to get back into the limelight.
Back into the limelight. It makes no sense for you to say that. She's already in the limelight. She's the most popular politician in America. This is just a thing she's also doing on her social media. You're ridiculous.
That makes it all the more pathetic. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to check out coffeebrandcoffee.com.
No, I'm good, man. I'm chilling on the grift. I think I'll go elsewhere for any of my desires. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, she did it in secret. It would be a whole fucking scandal as well. It doesn't matter what she does. It's just that it's AOC. It's just that they're scared of her power and her ability to beat them and socialism in general. And like ultimately if AOC wins, they lost the culture war. You know what I mean? Everything that they've been fighting against is a big fat fucking L. So, yeah. I think there's just nothing she can do to make them happy because her existence is what makes them upset. I will be voting for AOC in 2028, though, and I guarantee so will many of you.